Lynette and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite liquid lipstick formulas, both high-end and drugstore more affordable brands. Now the way I decided which lipsticks are my favorite really are based on 4 criteria: comfort, ease of application, ease of reapplication, and wear time. So let's start off with the high-end picks. And the first one is from Dose of Colors, their liquid lipstick formula. If you've been to my channel before, you've heard me talk about them. I think they are, of all the liquid lipsticks I'm going to show you today, I think this one is probably my favorite. I feel like it is the most comfortable. It is matte. It dries down matte. But I don't know. It just, for the most part, I forget that I'm even wearing it during the day. It will, you know, when you eat or drink things, for all of these, if you're eating especially something oily, of course, it's going to remove some of it. But yeah, that doesn't bother me. And application is really easy because it's got this doe foot that has like this, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it has like this indentation, like it's concave, and that does make it a little easier, I feel, to apply. Now, even with liquid lipsticks, I use a lip liner, and I use a lip liner because I just feel more confident and secure that I'm able to apply the liquid lipstick within my lip lines as opposed to going outside of the lip line, because, you know, if you mess up with these, they could A, of course, mess up your makeup, and B, they can be a little harder to remove than just say a regular bullet lipstick. So I want to make sure I apply it right the first time, and so I always use a lip liner. But I feel like with this one, with a lot of these, I don't really need to, because the applicator on it is such that it really allows you to do more precise application. So for me, this checks all the boxes: comfort, wear time, it lasts a long time, it's easy to apply and to reapply. And when I say reapply, I don't always remove all of the lipstick when I want to reapply. Sometimes I just want to reapply it to the areas that have come off, but oftentimes there's overlap, and I will go all over my lips, even the areas that don't really need touching up. So when I say ease of reapplication, I mean with some liquid lipsticks, you'll apply it to areas that already have liquid lipstick, the dried matte lipstick on it, and it can get really patchy. It might get flaky. It might look bad and feel even more uncomfortable to wear. This liquid lipstick doesn't do that. I haven't experienced those issues. The Dose of Colors liquid lipstick is going to run you $18. So it's kind of, I guess, mid-range in terms of high-end brand pricing. This is generally, I think, the range for a lot of them. And then of course you have more expensive options, which I'm also going to show you today as well. Next up is from Fenty Beauty, and it is the Stunner Lip Paint. I only own one of these, and I'm glad I own it. This one is going to run you $24. The packaging, so this is one of the more expensive options. The packaging, I loves it. It's a glass bottle. It's sleek. It's sexy. I mean, it is all of that in a bag of chips. And then the applicator. This applicator is unlike any other applicator when it comes to liquid lipsticks that I own. It's really, I hope you can see it there. As opposed to pointy, it's round and it's got a slant, and it's just, I feel like this shape makes it so easy to apply the lipstick precisely. This is one of the lipsticks that I don't necessarily always use a lip liner, because I feel very confident and I find that I am able to apply it within my lip lines without the need of a lip liner to guide me, so to speak. So Definitely, this ranks high on my list in terms of liquid lipstick formulas because of the ease of application. Reapplication also very easy, non-problematic, and long wear time. Now this one, in my opinion, is a little more drying than the Dose of Colors. This one, after a while, I can feel that I'm wearing a matte liquid lipstick on my lips, but these come in really nice colors. The formula is really thin. It's the thinnest of all of the ones I'm going to show you today, which you would think would be, for me, it was kind of scary because like, oh my God. First of all, it won't be opaque, and it'll be streaky, and it'll be really messy, and it'll be hard to keep on my lips, but that's not the case at all. Somehow it manages to be thin and still opaque to where you don't have to go over it multiple times to get it to the color that you see here in the bottle, which is good because, you know, the more you have to go over and build up liquid lipsticks, the more risk you run of patchiness and flaking, and it's just not looking good or feeling good. So don't have to do any of that with this. Really, one even thin layer is enough. It dries fairly quickly, not too quick, but quick enough to where you can get on about your business and not worry too much about waiting for it to set. And yeah, I really like this. $24 is expensive in my book, but the quality, I think, is in line with the pricing. Next up is another liquid lipstick that you have seen and heard about on my channel before, so I'm not gonna go into great detail. But it is from MAC, and it is their Retro Matte Liquid Lipstick. And I just love this stuff. I really do. I like that they do have a fairly good range of colors. This one is going to run you $22. I'm almost positive that this was $21, and I feel like they raised it $1. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. But it's $22. And for all of these liquid lipsticks, you get a good amount. I mean, for whatever price you're paying, I don't think, unless you wear the same one every single day, I find it hard to believe that you're ever going to like use one up completely. This one rates high for me too in terms of application because it has a flat applicator. It's kind of a creamy formula, and you really don't need a lot, but I find that when I do go over, maybe I'll go to get it. It's opaque, but maybe not as opaque on a first swipe as, let's say, the Fenty Beauty or the Dose of Colors. But I find that when I go back and forth to build up the color to make it even, it's no problem in terms of it becoming patchy or anything like that. So, and then I love the colors that it comes in, like this funky color here, which is kind of, to me, like a liquid version of their Heroin lipstick, which is my absolutely all-time favorite lipstick color. So yeah, wears all day, and it's quite comfortable. I mean, they're all drying, all except one that I'm gonna show you later. They're all fairly drying. They're all really matte. They're you know, your lines and cracks and crevices. Actually, I'm wearing one of these on my lips right now. I don't remember the color of it, but as you can see, you know, you can see the lines in my lips. But I think that's just the downside to liquid lipsticks, at least all the ones that I have tried and used. They're dry, they're matte, they're drying, and so, you know, all the lines in my lips get played up, but I still like liquid lipsticks. I don't know why. I don't know why. Something about the matte, I think I just like. But yeah, so this does that, but I really like it. Next up is probably the first liquid lipstick I ever tried, and it is the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick, and this is the shade Fiery, which is a red. This is the perfect red in my opinion. If you are looking for a beautiful, true red liquid lipstick color, Fiery, F-I-E-R-Y, in the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick is it. This one is going to run you $22, which is expensive, but not as expensive as the Fenty or as another one that I'm going to show you, my last one that I'm going to show you. But yeah, this one was the first one I ever tried, and I had a really great first impression of liquid lipsticks after trying the Stila. Again, in terms of ease of application, the doe foot is fairly flat and round. I feel like these really don't get talked about, certainly not here on YouTube. And it's really a great liquid lipstick formula and a wonderful product. So if you are in the market for a comfortable liquid lipstick that stays all day and that is opaque and just easy to wear, I would consider the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick. And then last but not least, in the high-end brand category of liquid lipsticks, it is the NARS Velvet Lip Glide. This is a mini from one of their holiday mini sets that they have every holiday around Christmas time. I do have a full size. This one is going to run you $26, so it is quite expensive, and it's the most expensive one of the high-end brands that I've shown you today. But I really like this one. Now, NARS also has, I think they have another liquid lipstick that's really a traditional liquid lipstick. This one, the Velvet Lip Glide, is a semi-matte formula. So the other one, I think it's called their Pro Pigment or the liquid pigment one. That's the true liquid lipstick, dries down really matte. I do have some of those also. But between the two, I prefer this one. As I said, it's semi-matte, which means it doesn't dry all the way down completely. It doesn't get super dry. There will be transfer, but I don't mind that because it's still matte. It's still a matte formula, but this semi-matte formula is just so much more comfortable. It's a more moussey, creamy formula, so it's a little thicker. So if you're one of those people that's not crazy about liquid lipsticks because they're so drying, I would suggest you try this because it's kind of a nice hybrid between a regular lipstick and a liquid lipstick. Okay, on to the more affordable drugstore options. The first one is not in the drugstore, that's why I said affordable as well as drugstore. The first one is, I keep knocking them all down, so that's why, that's what that noise is. The first one is Sephora, and it is their cream lip stain, and I really like these. This one is gonna run you $14. So of all the ones I've shown you thus far, it's kind of like not drugstore, but not high-end, so it's kind of in the mid-range of liquid lipstick prices. And this is the doe foot. This is more like a traditional shaped doe foot, slanted. It's got a creamy, it's more of a moussey creamy formula, so it's called a cream lip stain. And though it's a little more creamy, it is still more on the thin side, which I can really appreciate. Very long wearing without being really difficult to remove at the end of the day. And again, I don't feel like these liquid lipsticks get a lot of mention or attention here on YouTube, but they are definitely a gem in Sephora as part of the Sephora brand. And again, if you're looking for a liquid lipstick that is a little more affordably priced and very comfortable, this would be the option, in my humble opinion. Okay, moving right along, now we are going to go into the drugstore. And this next one you have heard about, these next two you've heard about, but this one in particular, so I'm not going to go on and on about it. It is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick. This one you can find in your drugstore, and depending on where you purchase it, approximately $5. Very similar to the Dose of Color lipstick wand. And these lipsticks, for the price, just putting price aside, but it's a really nice formula, but for the price, $5 in the drugstore. These to me are just as good as all of the high-end ones that I just showed you. It's a liquid lipstick, so it's a little more matte in terms of comfort, maybe not as comfortable as some of the other ones I've talked about. Depending on the color that you have or you get in this one, you may need to build it up. And it can be a little more difficult if you continue to build and build with these. In terms you run a higher risk of patchiness with building those. But I don't find that I have to do too much building, and I don't find them to be patchy when I wear them. So they are one of my picks for drugstore liquid lipstick formulas. And then last but not least, it is the Amore Matte Lip Creme, and it is $8.99, and they have these in metallic and just regular liquid lipsticks, and this one here is a metallic, one of my favorites. I don't generally go for metallic liquid lipsticks, but for some reason this color I really like, and it's got a nice like vanilla smell. I think this is the only one that smells like anything when that has a fragrance to it when you use it. It's got the flat applicator. Now this one you may need to build up depending on the color you get. You may need to build it up, and you run a higher risk of getting patchiness with this formula. It wears very well throughout the day. I can reapply it without flaking, without it looking really crusty. And so I like this one. This one comes in a lot of shades as well. And I like the Milani one. So I think it's a good drugstore option for liquid lipstick. So there you have it. That is everything. Favorite liquid lipstick formulas, high-end and drugstore. Let me know below what are some of your favorites, because I'd like to know. Maybe you really like something that I haven't tried yet. So let me know in the comments below, what are your favorites, high-end or drugstore. If you liked this video, then please give it a like and consider subscribing, because I do these types of videos along with makeup hauls, reviews, swatches, and tutorials here on my channel every Saturday. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again next week. Until then, bye-bye.